Hello, Twitch. Hello. It's me. It's me. It's me. Hi. Okay. Basically, I don't know. I just want to stream again, so I'm gonna stream again. Like, it's just that easy. Um, but I don't know. I'm on a call with my girlfriend right now, technically, but we're both on mute, so I can do this thing that I'm doing. Hold on, I gotta change this. You know what, man? I'll change it later. It can't be that bad, right? 30 FPS. Oh, how miserable. I'll change it before next stream, hopefully. But I'm just gonna be playing Geometry Dash again because this is literally all I've been doing recently because I have nothing better to do. I'm running out of games and I'm like getting bored of stuff, but whatever. I also got hot chocolate right here, and I'm about to beat Club Step. Trust me. Okay, I failed the first attempt. Dude, hold on. Maybe I'll stream like something else tomorrow. I don't like how excited streaming gets me sometimes, like when I get back into it, because like then I want to stream twice a day and then I burn myself out. Wait, hold on. Why am I low-key? What's with my audio? It's low-key fucked up. You know what, bro? Whatever. We'll keep it pushing with this shitty audio. Oh, wait. Why was that kind of heat? I'm only gonna stream for like 45 minutes. I don't really want to like burn myself out again. Okay, I need to fix this audio. This is really upsetting, actually. Okay, maybe it's the FPS. My FPS is making it go too quickly. Let me actually lock my FPS at 144. Because that's my refresh rate and should be good enough. Yeah. Seems to be working. Finally. Okay, okay. I forget that FPS actually has meaning in Geometry Dash, like towards the gameplay. It's a little upsetting. Because that means I have to like focus. I mean, I have to have good FPS. Or like not too good FPS. Otherwise I become a failure. Okay. Let's like fail 40 more times before I get anywhere. I think this is a stream I'll be able to post because the last one I don't want to post to YouTube because, dude, it was so messed up. That freaking thing in the corner being there the whole time. But it's low-key so miserable to post like streams where I'm not talking to anyone because it's like I'm just doing my own thing and like it's just lame. Because like there's nothing to clip. It's just it's just like Geometry Dash. There's nothing I can say that gets clipped because well I'm not playing with it. Oh fuck. I'm not streaming to anyone so. But whatever. When we used to stream Minecraft, they get clipped a couple times when I say something crazy. Those clips are still like saved, but I don't think they're posted, so I don't think anyone can see them but me, which is pretty awesome. Because they're all of my like younger self, which is a little embarrassing. Oh crap, I'm selling. Like low key, I started streaming like the week after I turned 13. And now I'm 17. So I've technically been streaming for 4 years. Kind of crazy. Might be Unk. I'm Unk amongst like the children of like Gen Z, I think. Like I'm probably one of the oldest Gen Zers. One of the, not the oldest. So. Oh no, wait, no. No, I'm the youngest. One of the youngest Gen Zers. My bad. Wait. Yeah. So I'm anything but Unk, actually. Dude, I really gotta change my cube. It's really upsetting me, actually. There's another cube that I actually do kind of like, but I don't want to take it. Because there's, like, better cubes that I also want. But, you know, can't have everything, right? I'm, like, so locked in now. Because I like, practiced a little bit at, like, school. On my phone. So I know, like, patterns and stuff, so I'm not, like, selling and stuff. Okay. Wait, hold on. Low key. Is there like a little option for like having smoother FPS? Because this is like necessary. Smooth fix. Vertical sync. I'll actually take that. I think all of this is fine. Where's club step at? Back to club step. Cause I don't want to be lagging and stuff. Cause when I lag, I get like messed up. So. I'm like trying to. I really want to like get better at this game so I can beat like harder demons and stuff. Or I don't know. Because like it just seems so fun to be doing that. Like be beating these like cool player made demons that are like that have like these awesome songs, but like I'm just stuck playing club step. I don't actually like the club step song that much. I like if I had to say there's one like demon song that I like from Ruptop levels, I think it's Deadlocked. Because Deadlocked is such a cool level. Like I feel like it uses one of the songs that used to play in Epic Minigames, if any of you know what that is. But, or if anyone knows what that is, because I'm not going to say any of you. But if anyone knows what that is, okay, I just flew straight into the spike. But anyway, if anyone knows, like, Epic Minigames on, like, Roblox, because it used to be super popular and stuff, but Deadlocked is one of like, the songs that they used for the game. It was pretty sick. I don't know, it's just a little nostalgic, too. Oh my god, I remember when I was like a little kid trying to freaking play Geometry Dash. It took me forever to beat Polargeist. Like, that's just so sad. I think it's because I think Polargeist does have upside down parts. Started from the bottom, now we here. Doing club step. God, bro. Oh my god, I'm so trash at this level, bro. The UFO bit is, like, difficult. I'm trying to do it without practice mode, because my friend was flexing the fact that he beat every single level without practice mode, like, apart from the demons. So if I beat a demon without practice mode, I can flex on him instead. And, like, I don't have anything to, like, for him to, like, hold against me, because he did not beat a single demon, so. I don't know. But, like, I low-key, I'm just gonna say it right here. I got back into this game because of Jinxie, but I've been playing since I was like 5 on Geometry Dash Lite. Kind of crazy. But, anywho, I used to like play a lot more, and there would just be like time periods where I would play and then I'd just give up. But like this is the most progress I've made within a time period, because like I've beat every single Ruptop level apart from the demons. That's on like the main levels, I guess. Because I haven't beaten the tower, because I'm not doing that, bro. But yeah, I've beaten all of those, so it's not like the worst thing in the worlds. That like they're not the worst in the world, honestly. But when I was a kid, I was struggling so much to do all of them. But like I've made so much progress, I guess, this like time coming back into the game. I wish I could say I wasn't a trend hopper, but low key, the entire reason I got back into this game was because of Jinxie. Because like, I feel like when you see streamers playing, when you see popular streamers playing a game you like, or a game you like enjoy, at some point you get kind of into it more, and that's kind of why I'm doing this, because of Jinxie. Huh. Embarrassing, but yeah, whatever. Honestly, low key, streaming like games you've already like played a good amount of is a little difficult for me, because it feels like it doesn't feel authentic. I feel like I'm not like getting all my progress on stream, so it's a little strange. But like full-time streamers, they have it great, because they kind of like, any new thing that they'll do is gonna get streamed already. Like it's just gonna get streamed before they have the chance to try it out. Okay, well, I got a little further, but I have to remember it like that's a serious shit. But yeah, as I was saying, like popular streamers or whatever, people who have been streaming for a while and have like a good amount of viewership, they already stream most of the games they play, and they really only play when they stream games. Or they have like certain games that they stream and certain games that they'll play on their own. But for me, I have a low variety of games at this moment, and like, oh crap. Okay, hold on. I almost sold there. But anyway, they have such a high variety games, and I have such a low variety games that I don't have like games I can keep to myself, I guess. If I do become a streamer, blah blah blah, whatever. But anywho, I do enjoy streaming. It's just like I always fall out of it, and it's kind of sad. I think one thing I'm good at though is like talking continuously. Okay, I just lagged. That's not fair. Okay, I just lagged again. That's not fair. Okay, I didn't lag. That's fair. But whatever. One thing I feel like I'm good at is just talking consistently and like being engaged in the whole streaming thing. But it also is very tiring to just sit here and just talk for so many hours, like for streaming. That's why I feel like having viewership is so important, because there's so many different people that you can talk to that you know nothing about, so like you can always just talk to them about literally anything in their lives. I think like 10 viewers is a good amount. Osai, and I know that's you, because who else would join my stream? I am going to check the message in like 20 seconds. I'm low-key locked in right now. No, fuck. Who am I talking to? Bro, myself. I was literally just talking about this. I'm good at talking. Yeah, okay, bro. That's not cool. Saying I'm not more important than anything. Okay, no, it's fair, but still. Yeah. As I was saying though, I think I'm good at really talking. I'm good at like talking all the time, but that's probably why I tend to like fall out of streaming, I guess. Because it's like it gets kind of boring talking to myself for so many hours, and it's like a lot, I guess. But I feel like it's like necessary to an extent to talk that much, because you want people to be engaged when they join, and then you could like talk to them. No, but no, I get it. I am literally just talking, but I feel like it's something that it's important. Yeah, I could do that. I mean, but right now I'm playing Geometry Dash because I explained I literally just got back into it because of Jinxie, and now I want to beat this level. So, because Jinxie has that effect on people. I feel like a fraud when I say stuff like that somebody else influenced me to play the game again. But I didn't start because of him, so that's my saving grace. Yo, this isn't fair. I haven't been to that part, but hold on. I got this. Low key, I'd switch games right now, but I'm only planning on streaming for like maybe 40 minutes or 50. I don't know. I don't want to stream for too long because I don't want to burn myself out. I'm low key. Very easy at that. Yeah, I don't watch him either. I just see a ton of clips of him. But like when you see someone playing like a game you enjoy, or at least you used to enjoy, you tend to like get back into it or want to play it more. Especially when like they tend to bring a community to a game, then you have people to talk about. And you have people to talk to about the thing. Like, so I mean, trend hopping is a little lame. I'll admit that because I'm low key one, but it's also like enjoyable. I also fixed my chat and my screen, so that's great. I got like some application that lets me put the chat in front of the screen. So as long as I don't play anything on full screen, I could just like see fun. When I get a new monitor, which hopefully is not too long, but I do want another monitor. And I'll be able to put chat on there. But also I'm not too inclined to do it other than streaming. Because I don't really play. I don't really play too many games on my computer where I don't need that. Maybe I'll buy a monitor for when I actually need it. I'll buy another monitor when I have 1 million viewers. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. But anywho. Dude, after playing on phone all day, playing on my computer feels so nice. I have so much more control when I'm playing on a mouse. One thing I hate about this level though is like how many like fake things there are. Like how many things there are that you're not supposed to press. I gotta invest. Yeah, bro. I'll invest when I'll invest when I'm halfway there. I'm not trying to. I only have so much money. How about if I get 2 subs? If I can bring myself to stream long enough to get 2 subs, then I will buy a monitor. Honestly, that's how it is though. Like, if you always play on PC, you're gonna hate like console, and if you always play on console, you're gonna hate PC, because like it's just what you're used to. But yeah, if I can bring myself to stream long enough to get 2 subs, then I'll buy something, because I'll buy something for the increased quality of my streaming, because I don't want to invest in something that I know there's like a high chance I just give up on, like always, because I'm just like that, I guess, which is not a good thing. Look, I don't recommend you sub, like not because I don't want money, but because even if you did sub, I'd probably stop streaming after a week. So if I stream consistently for a month, then it's okay to sub. I would not tell that to anyone else though, because you are the only person that is here long enough. So like the only people who are gonna hear it are people who come back to watch this stream, or you, which will be like not too many, I assume. But yeah, I know I'm like kind of putting myself down before I even start, but I'm just going based off experience, because I've never streamed consistently for more than a month and a half. The only time I feel like I streamed for a month consistently was when I used to play with my ex best friend. And we would stream like Hypixel together back in like 2021-ish. 2021. Yeah, the only other person you've ever seen in here was Annie, who was my ex-girlfriend. Unless you're not counting her, then it's probably been one other person, the one person who dropped a sub and then never came back because I streamed. Because it was just a one-time stream. It wasn't even like a little phase. It was just a one stream. Which is kind of embarrassing, honestly, because I should have like capitalized off that. because I definitely could have gotten some traction from getting a sub, but no, well, bro, are you serious? I low-key blocked her because you can't keep your ex-girlfriend like on link while you have a new girlfriend. I feel like that's a little wrong. At least if you're too close. But if we're also not close enough, then there's no reason for me to be friends with her because whatever. Obviously, no hatred towards Annie though. I think they're a pretty good person, but like personally, not my cup of tea. Like in terms of to be friends with, because like this whole situation I have with my girlfriend. So, because if I didn't, then I'd probably still like at least be acquaintances with her. But I don't think I'd ever be friends with her again. I just feel like it gets so awkward after you've been in a relationship once. To me, at least. I could be friends for like a week, but that's it. Yeah. I mean, there are some people. Like I had this online friend who broke up with their boyfriend, and they like stuck with them and like as friends, and they got like new boyfriends, and they were still friends with them. But I personally think that's weird. I also don't really have online friends anymore, so I'll probably never see that type of group again, I guess. I haven't made it past the ship part in a while. Why am I not locked in, like, at all? I need to get this, like, win so bad. Okay. That was, like, so... That was such, like, a bad mistake. I'll respond in, like, a second. Let me at least get to, like, the portals part. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, Cause why would you want someone who could like, who like always has the possibility of getting back with their ex? I feel like that's just a main insecurity, and I feel like that's just anyone who would have that. Cause it's not like a just being insecure about yourself thing. It's just the fact that like your partner wanted to be with them at some point. So it's just a little awkward because like if they basically just have this fallback or something, or they have like an ex and they could just go to them whenever if they just change their mind, it's just such a like a sinking feeling, I guess. If I get a new microphone for Christmas, I might start streaming again, like more often. But obviously, I like am terrible at motivating myself. Maybe I'll join. Maybe I'll start YouTube or something. Yeah, like that's gonna work out. I feel like that'd be even less consistent. I forgot. I forgot what I was supposed to do there. It's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I feel like if I'm the way I am and I have like giant like spurts of wanting to like giant like phases of wanting to do YouTube or Twitch or whatever making content, then I could at least like post videos every like a week or something, and I'll have enough time to like relax before making more videos or something. It's not a hard job like at all. So like I feel like it wouldn't be a hard job. It's just like selective. Only certain people can do it, and that's what's like a little um deterring for me per se. Like you have to be like entertaining to a certain extent, so where people are gonna want to watch your shit. Like some average Joe can't become a YouTuber unless they become popular for that one thing that they're like that they have unique about them. Like That's fair. Like, but I think I just said like it's so select like if you it's so selective like YouTube and Twitch because you have to be like a certain type of person unless you become popular for a certain like unique thing that you do and nobody else does. Like certain content that you can only get from your channel. Exclusivity and um I guess ability to entertain is like I feel like just such an important thing in content creation. Dude. I will say though, it's really nice that you actually join like over and over again. Because I feel like if I didn't have anyone, I'd probably just go insane and I'd quit within 2 streams. I need to actually change up my point goals if I ever like get far in this because I know my point goals are shit. Yeah. I feel like with enough like determination, I feel like Twitch is a little easier to be popular on as long as you're consistent, but YouTube it's more like chance because there's always like the chance of someone searching up your thing, your YouTube channel or whatever. Honestly, I feel like if I got super popular, I would probably migrate from Twitch to YouTube instead, which would kind of suck because I'd probably lose a lot of my fan base, but the reason I would is because I feel like YouTube is better once you already have an audience. But so is Twitch though. But like I feel like YouTube I feel like you get more money from YouTube also. I feel like it's a little easier. Okay. I did something. Yo, that's kind of crazy. 150K? More famous than me. Whatever. I feel like TikTok is even more varied because I've gotten millions of views on TikToks and then some just have like 5,000. It's so insane how iffy social media is. But like once you get a certain following, you're stable. Like even if you blow up once, there's no guarantee you're gonna blow up again. It's fine. Being one-hit wonder is nothing to be ashamed about. It happens to us all. Well, it happens to most people who even give content creation a shot, like a good shot. They'll probably end up like being popular for a little bit, or like getting one video that people enjoy. Yeah, consistency is so key for this because, but there are a few people who can like pull off, like posting like not at all, like let's say Corey Kenshin. I know I don't watch him personally, but I hear all these things about him always taking hiatuses, and I'm sure that gets like annoying for the viewers, but they like really like his content, so they stay. So they like stay like locked in or tapped into whatever the hell he's doing. I feel like there's not much of an excuse. If there's not much of an excuse, if you're already popular, to not be posting videos consistently. Because unless you're like completely demotivated from it and you genuinely like hate your fans or something. I'll check your message in a second. Honestly, Geometry Dash is probably one of the worst games to stream because you have to pay so much attention to what you're doing, and then you also have to pay attention to chat, but it's what I'm doing right now, so. Yeah, there is. I don't know who else I could say other than Corey Kenshin. I think but I know that there is some out there that are like that, like a pretty good amount. Yeah, I know, but I'm also trying to play the game myself, so I need more like interactive stuff on my screen, so it's not so like bland. If you want to just talk and you don't want to watch the stream, then you need to. I feel like I've heard the name, but yeah, I feel like I need more interactive stuff because if you're not paying attention to the stream, at least you can have like a I don't know, maybe like a little character on the bottom or something. Because I know some Twitch streamers do that. They have like little characters on the bottom for each of their chatters. I feel like I should play around with it more, and if I do that, then I might get more interested in like pushing myself to be better. I feel like one of the main reasons I'm more entertaining to you right now is because I'm literally only talking to you, so. Okay, bro. But another thing is like being like popular and like having and like actually earning anything from this is kind of difficult. So sometimes it can be hard for people to stay consistent if they need to like balance a job and streaming. Okay, bro. I remember Annie was around when I used to stream that one Hardcore Worlds. Yeah, I am aware. I have Twitch affiliate, which wasn't too hard to get. You basically just need 80 followers, and you need to have 20 hours of streaming within a week. Or sorry, within a month, which is honestly not that hard. Especially knowing me, I was putting like shifts in. I was genuinely putting shifts in. I used to stream like 4 hours, 3 hours, whatever, and that was like super easy to get a good amount of followers. So I basically got free of, I basically like, now having conscious of my life, I basically just got free affiliate from my younger self. An affiliate is nice. I mean, being monetized is always great because I can actually make I can at least make like spare change, if nothing else. It's a little bit of a motivator. Up until spare change. Up until spare change just isn't enough to like allow me to want to do this, I guess. Dude, I so should have monetized on TikTok when I used to be on there. I would have made like a pretty good amount of money. Huh? Oh yeah, the 30 seconds of ads, I'm pretty sure I got like 2 cents from that, like genuinely. So, it's mostly pointless, but whatever. Money's money, right? Maybe I'll like start watching on my phone and like 4 other alt accounts, and maybe I'll get like free money. Or maybe they track your address and they don't let you get revenue from the same address. No, honestly, I'm pretty sure you just need like, I'm pretty sure you need like 10,000 followers and then you can get monetized on TikTok. Very serious. So it's not the biggest feat in the world. I mean, it's a pretty big feat, but it's not the biggest. Like, it's doable. Yeah, 40k. About 37k to be exact, but 40k is just rounded. I don't know whether to be like nostalgic or like upset with like femboy stuff, because I used to be one, and it's like I kind of didn't really like, I don't really like the fact that I used to wear the stuff more, or actually no, it's mainly I don't like the fact that I used to post online about it. It got banned because I posted something a little suggestive and then it got banned for that, but honestly I don't really mind it fully. It would have been nice to have us like a little remnant, but you know, whatever. What can you do, right? When you break the rules, you have to pay the consequences. But I had like 40 billion warnings on that account, bro. So it was bound to happen. I got like popular off slideshows. Back when slideshows were like new, there was like the meta to get followers. If you posted a slideshow, you would for certain get at least like 3 followers for your first video or something, like at least. And 3 followers is not bad for like a first video. Because people used to love those slideshows, especially like the trans femme ones and the femboy ones. Like everyone loved those. That was also back when people were saying that femboy was an offensive term and people should use roseboy instead. That was so stupid, bro. Okay, I gotta unban this message after I lock in here. I wonder what you did. Okay, whatever. I don't have mods, bro. This is auto mod. Yeah, it low-key was. There would always be like a middle slide where it was just straight, you know, that. But you know, what can you do, right? There were good slideshows though. They were really funny when they first came out, and people were like really good with them at making people laugh. I do kind of miss that era because it was like kind of easy to get popular. I kind of wish I could do that again, but like with my Twitch, and then maybe I would actually be more motivated to do it. But I also don't want to bring in a ton of people and then like immediately quit again. So I think forcing myself to try and be consistent is a pretty good start. Yeah, yeah. Because like you see them all the time now, and they're not so hype. You just see them, and it's like, oh wow, a slideshow, cool, or something. No, well, nothing like that. I like at all, because I don't think you just give a shit. But well, I'm not really forcing myself to do it. It's like I enjoy it, but I get burnt out when I try too hard, and I get burnt out when I have other things to do, and I kind of fall behind because I'm so bad at keeping routines. And streaming, whenever I stream, I let it become part of a routine, and it becomes so difficult to like stream consistently, because if I miss one stream, then I'll feel like it's not worth streaming again. But like not on purpose, it's just like a Anyway, I'm so bad at keeping routines, so it's like I don't wanna like get too deep into it until I am actually able to consistently stream for once. Dude, honestly, it's not too bad. I made like hold on. It's not too bad. I made like 20% progress in like 2 days. So I think streaming Geometry Dash is one of the best ways to play it, because like it's not the best way to stream, but it's the best way to play Geometry Dash because you don't rage as much, I feel like. How long am I gonna be streaming? I don't know. How long have I been streaming? Let's see. 39 minutes and 24 seconds, or 25 now. Yeah. I'll probably just stream like 50. I'll go to 50. Or like maybe an hour, because you know what? How about I just quit when I'm at 70? I'll quit when I get to 70%. That's like a reasonable amount, because it's like 2% more. So, and I doubt I'm gonna get it within like 10 minutes. So it's not the worst like goal to have. It's like reasonable. I mean, unless I do. If I get it within 10 minutes, then I'll increase it. That's fine. Go ahead. I'm not gonna force you to be here. So I don't. I mean, not like I can if I wanted to. Enjoy your dinner, though. Okay, bro. Oh, I don't really care. Like, it's obviously your choice. See ya. Enjoy your dinner. Okay, now I gotta get to 70% without like breaking my monitor. At least I can lock in a little bit now, so I don't have to look in the chat, but I don't know. That's about all the benefit I'm gonna get from this. I think I just need to jump one more time there, but I feel like if I do, I'm gonna end up hitting a spike or something, or I'm gonna put the ship too high up so I can't even like get it, which would like suck a lot, but hopefully I'll be fine. I'll try that method again if I jump too low. I do like how this like ship part is going, because like now I know how to do it a little bit better. Never mind, bro. Never mind. But at least I know how to do the first part of the ship, right? Maybe next time I take a hiatus or whatever the hell I do. I'll like post a stream about it or something. My hiatus, or where I've been. That would be ominous and kind of tough, quite frankly. No, it wouldn't. Because nobody gives a shit. It's so funny. I'm not even downplaying myself. I just genuinely think it's a little funny to make fun of the fact that and like poke fun at the fact that I don't have any viewers. But like I feel like the more I talk about, the more desperate. I feel like the more I talk about it, the more desperate I seem. But it's so funny because I don't really care that much. I didn't stream for viewership. I stream because I want a reason to be able to talk a lot while I'm playing a game without like sounding like an idiot. But yeah, I'm gonna get this 70%. Okay, this might be an egregious goal because I do want to hit it before an hour, and I'm not good at the game, so I don't know next time I'm gonna get there to that part. I've only gotten to the second cube, or like maybe third cube. I don't know. Let me check. After like in this attempt, I'll see whether there's another cube in between or not. But if there is, then third cube. If there's not, then second cube. Okay, so I fly down because I'm an idiot. So third cube. Because now I remember what's past that. So I've only gotten to the third cube like twice, so I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get this within like 10 minutes if I can't get to the third cube. But whatever, man. Oh my god, I got a spam there. It's so annoying. Whatever. I got close. Okay. Okay. I put the spamming mindset into my head and I spammed on that little orb. Man, my jaw's already getting tired. I don't have like the talkability that some people have. Maybe I'll talk a little bit less and focus on the game a little bit more um since I'm trying to beat it right now. I wonder if being too talkative is ever like a thing in people's minds when they're wondering who a streamer is, or like they're wondering what streamer to watch, because like I've never heard. Well, I've honestly haven't watched that many streamers, so I haven't like analyzed what are the requirements or like what's good. But you know, hopefully I'm doing not too terrible. That's good enough for me. If I'm like entertaining enough for 1 or 2 people to stay and watch, then I think I'm pretty happy about that. I need to find more games to play, so I'm not so stuck in a spot where I need to like decide a game to play on stream. So I only play like 4 games, and it's really upsetting. With this freaking 1.2K computer to play 4 games, bro, and one of them is Roblox, bro. It's so upsetting. But you know what? My PC, right? I rules. Oh my god, I'm selling. Why'd I only press once? Ah. I need more conditions that will allow me to leave, because I don't want to leave within like 2 billion years. Hold on. My back a little sweaty. I'm gonna adjust my position. I get hot really easily. I'm like sweaty. It's so upsetting. Like really. Am I locked? Dude, I pressed it twice. You know what, whatever. I don't even care that much for real. UFO part is so stupid. I hate that part. It's low-key sketch. Okay, bro. Great. 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 Okay, never mind. That one doesn't even count. Am I like delusional? Cause like I feel like I'm imagining things down there. That's what like 2 hours of sleep does to someone, right? 2 hours of solid sleep, I should say. Oh my god, bro, I thought I died, and I fucking landed it, bro. You're trolling. Okay. I want to lock in so fucking bad, but I know I can't because I gotta talk, so nobody just leaves as soon as they join. And blah, 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 blue, blue, blue. I'm gonna yawn this one up. I wonder if at any point in my life I was anyone's favorite content creator. Cause I've done like multiple different types of. I've done a good bit of content creation. Not too much, but a reasonable amount. But anywho, one thing I do think about Twitch is. I feel like relationships can get really parasocial. I think for me personally, it's not gonna get there because if I don't stream consistently enough, there's not gonna be enough people for me to be like famous, I guess. So it would just be like a friend, or technically speaking. This is the attempt for show. Watch me die on the first thing. That would have been so sad if I did. Okay, I died on the second one. Great. Oh, I clicked off the game. Okay. Should I look you just give up on the 70% goal and just call it quits here? After this level. Because I'm tired, man. I did technically stream twice today because I streamed at like 2 in the morning. Oh my god, there's freaking tears in my eye because of this freaking yawn. I did say this was the last attempt, right? Let's see if I can do good for my last attempt. No, wait, no, I didn't. I didn't say that was my last attempt. I just said, should this be my last attempt? And drop the 70%. But if I reach 60% or 60 attempts before I reach 70%, then I'll quit when I have 60 attempts. But man, I don't want to kill myself yet. Not yet. I can do some back-breaking streaming when I'm older. Because right now a real job is also kind of important. Because this isn't a real job until you make it a real job. Which is hard to do. Or at the very least difficult to do. Oh my god, I'm forgetting what to do on the cube, and that's gonna fuck me up so much. That was not the cube, like, at all. That was a ship, actually. I keep wanting to change my conditions, but I just can't stick with my word. I'm like genuinely like, oh my god, I'm not like coherent enough to play this fucking game, man. How long have I been streaming? Maybe like 20 minutes. No, I've been streaming like an hour-ish. What time? Let me check. OBS 53. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it. Dude, I'm so freaking lame, but you know, whatever. What can you do, right? Well, I'll make some more progress another day. But I'll probably stream something different tomorrow. But anyway, bye guys. Have a good morning, good evening. Have a good morning. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and night, depending on wherever in the world you are. And I love you all. Thank you so much for watching or taking the time out of your day to appreciate this video or stream or whatever the hell it is. Bye bye.